look at all of these bees. There's a bee there, there's a bee there, there's a bee there. Probably a moth that I won't like, whatever moth it is. Okay, but we got one big loofah. There's a bee, another bee. Got another loofah, looks like coming on. Got a loofah here, got a loofah here. And so the white-seeded loofahs, there's another one that hopefully will get pollinated. White-seeded loofahs are not as prolific as like the black-seeded ones that are over by the vegetable garden, but they're bigger generally and rounder. I like them for soap, like cutting little discs and making soap scrubbers. I did come over here and take down the horse mint, lemon mint that was right here. You'll notice that we have put up chicken wire all along the bottom because the chickens were just trashing my everything that I'm growing in here, and I couldn't handle it anymore. So in doing that, we did break off, right? You could see some dead bean vines. We did break off some of the vines, so that's sad, but not the end of the world. The chickens are messing up my tapes because I for sure had this tape back in here closer to the plants, for sure. So the bullseye rose is putting on new roses, and I'm really happy about that. And like the what are the rose hips? The rose hips that are so big and nice, those are still here. So maybe not that one per se, but the rest of them pretty good size. So I'm really hoping that in the fall, all these guys will turn to red rose hips and we'll have still beautiful flowers. It wouldn't be one of my videos without the trains. It's just let's endure that. Okay, hopefully I won't do it anymore. We'll see. So we have to finish cutting that wire off and stripping it, but we managed to miss pretty much all of the dahlias. I need to pull this guy here, back over here. I'm gonna just tuck him so he'll stand upright. But so all of those dahlias should put up more growth, which is why I wasn't too sad about them. But this guy, I love it, but I may have to cut that blackberry down, like right here, so that it'll put stuff out a little lower down, because right now that is going to have to like be out here. So I don't know, we'll see. May just let it grow and deal with it as it comes. So the Eden rose is like definitely leaning over that way because it's shadier over here, so it wants all as much light as it can get. It just looks sad this time of year. It is what it is. It'll leaf out. I'll spray it with some copper stuff in the fall and then in the spring, and it'll come back just fine. Coreopsis is still here. Some of it's dead. I'm sorry, Bubba. No, you need to stay out, okay? I know. I'm sorry. So they are getting powdery mildew, my zinnias, but I'm just leaving them. They're, there's nothing terrible that's over there that's going to get the powdery mildew. I know, Bubba. You can't come over. I'm sorry. I'll let you in later. That's growing. It's putting off like side shoots. And I'll probably just let this watermelon grow up the trellis. It's a horrible idea because those watermelons are big, but whatever. I don't think I'm actually going to get any watermelons, so that's why I'm like, just let it go where it wants. I like that my dill is still putting on seeds. I am letting these go to seed, like some of these right here. Typically, I don't like when it's just a single layer like that, but I really love this color, so I'm just kind of dealing with it. Let's see, that wing pea is starting. I'm going to actually, here, let's put this, come here you, and let's weave it through. I'll let it grab on to, oh wow, sorry guys. I'll let it grab on right there, and then we'll probably break off the end so that it starts shooting out like stuff along the sides. These are getting big. I'm not sure what that is. Like the white spots are. That's weird. I don't really know what that is. So, all right, look, there are bees. Well, there was a bee until I scared it. There are bees in my cucumbers. There's all sorts of vines in my cucumbers. There's no cucumbers. I am keeping it watered. No cucumbers. What are you doing to me? All these flowers and no cucumbers. I replanted the dug up onions here. I gotta run the tape in here today. I did top the willows. The katooks are great. Like, they're really looking great now, but there's just only a couple months left before we start freezing. So I hope that these raspberries will actually root. They're not dead, and they definitely look better than they did last year because I'm just letting them kind of go wild and there's a bunch more shade. But I really want them to like thrive where they're at, so we'll just have to see. Okay, so this chayote is putting off like side shoots. Now this is loofah, but the chayote is actually putting off like side shoots. So I'm gonna redirect some of these. This chayote is putting up bottom shoots, not necessarily side shoots, but bottom shoots. So I don't know, I'm hoping that loofah gave itself away, so it's no longer here. I weeded and I yanked the old leeks. That's rabbit poo. I need to distribute that. I need to come out here. There's one I left too long. I gotta give to the rabbits. But I love how many okra we're getting. It's really nice. The sunflowers are kind of done. They feel like they've had their moment, but I'm just gonna leave them here to go to seed and maybe drop seeds for next year. So that's where that's at. Pear tree's putting on new growth. That's nice. That loofah. Hey, buddy. I love you so much. You figured out I didn't lock it. So anyway, that loofah's on the fence, which is probably not the best place for it, but it like climbed itself over here to the asparagus. So I don't know what to do with that one. I probably should cut it down. So I replanted all of these onions and whatnot that were over here. This watermelon died because the chickens dug it up. So that's it for now. But I mean, the new shoots off the chayotes look great. So I'm really hoping that they're okay. And this is just how they do with their leaves when it's stressful and hot. So we'll see. I am fertilizing them because I didn't know if it was a deficiency or disease, so we'll see. But like even the stonecrop looks so terrible right now. It's just that time of year. I just need to remind myself it's that time of year. All right guys, I'll talk to you next time.